What is going on, guys? My name is Professor Nigel, and today I've got some Modern Warfare 2 Team Deathmatch on High Rise. I'm running the Scar H with FMJ, Semtex stun grenades. I got my perks as Scavenger, Cold-Blooded Ninja, and my kill streaks as Harrier, Chopper, and Nuke. I came so close to the Nuke in this game. It was very disappointing that I didn't get it, but enjoy the gameplay. I wanted to talk to you guys today about what I think should be going into the next few Call of Duty games. Now, there's been a ton of rumors in even the past month, even though Black Ops is still pretty fresh. It's only 3 months old, and there's still a lot of time for it. There's been a lot of rumors on what the next Call of Duty could be. There's rumors, especially because a lot of the Infinity Ward developers have been posting some pretty cryptic stuff on their social media, that the next Call of Duty could be a Modern Warfare 4, or there could be a remake or a remaster of Modern Warfare 2, which that would be amazing. But there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed with the game before the next game comes out and before the next games down the line come out. For me, obviously, and a lot of people feel this way, we can't really have specialists or anything like that. It doesn't feel like a Call of Duty game if I can pull out a super weapon and blow people's faces off. Yeah, it's cool, it's innovative in a way, but for me, it takes away from it being a Call of Duty game. A Call of Duty game for me is all about those gun battles and just running around the map, running gun and stuff like that. When you have super weapons, it just kind of takes away from that. So for me, I'm not going to get too into some of the common complaints. For me, there's a bunch of stuff that a lot of people don't really talk about too much that I think are just simple fixes that would make Call of Duty better. So I'm not going to be the stereotypical, oh, we need to revert back to this and that. I understand that there needs to be changes and it needs to feel like a different game. So for me, these are just simple things that don't necessarily attack the gameplay or anything like that, but are just overall critiques that have just been missing from the past few Call of Duty games that I think really could make it feel like an old Call of Duty. So for me, first and foremost, maps. Just a slight comparison, Modern Warfare 2 launched with 16 brand new maps, and Black Ops 4 launched with 14 maps. Only 10 of them were new. So 4 of them were remakes from previous Call of Duty Black Ops games, which is fine. I like being able to go and play some of the old Black Ops maps, and especially for the people who played them, it's really nice to be able to go back to that. But for me, I'm not going to want to pay $60 for a brand new game if I'm not getting brand new content. If you want to put old maps or remakes, put it into a map pack, have it that way. Preferably make a map pack that's free or something like that, because we've already paid for these maps. They've already been made. It shouldn't be that hard to just take a map and put it into a new game. So for me, I think there needs to be a greater focus on just the variety that just kind of goes into the replayability about the game, and I think what will give it a longer life. I kind of feel like they're making the Call of Duty games just enough so that they can get to the next Call of Duty game. They're not trying to go for a Call of Duty game that can be replayed or anything like that. They're going for the Call of Duty game that'll just be enough to interest people to buy it, and for me, I just find that ridiculous. There should be more of a focus on the fans who have been here for the entire time, and a less focus on just trying to get money out of some kids. I understand there's a business aspect to it, but I think you'd make a lot more money if you could make an actually decent Call of Duty game. So that leads me on to my next couple points. So I think what took away from some of the focus in Black Ops 4 on the multiplayer was Blackout. And I understand that it's cool to have that, like it's a new game mode and stuff like that, but for me, Call of Duty is the franchise that sets standards, they set trends and stuff like that, and for them to just tack on to the whole Battle Royale thing, for me was just kind of a little ridiculous and a little cheap. Battle Royale is cool, it's fun, but when it really comes down to it, I'm not going to be paying $60 for like Battle Royale. PUBG, when I bought it, it was like 20 or 30 bucks or something like that, and Fortnite was free. It's ridiculous that they're making this one of the center focuses of their game when there's better alternatives, and more importantly, it's unoriginal of them to just tack onto something just because they think it's gonna get people to buy the game. Cool, yeah, sure, Battle Royale is cool, a lot of people like it, but it really just showed that they were really just trying to get money out of the game, and it was a little ridiculous to me. So I don't think Battle Royale should make a return. For me, if I'm going to be playing a Battle Royale, I'd go pick another game. I'm not playing Call of Duty for Battle Royale. I'm playing it for a campaign, which Black Ops 4 lacked. And I'm playing it for a campaign and a game that's gruesome, it's dark, and it's got the environment of an M-rated game. So these are two things that I also thought have been lacking from games in the past few years. For me, Ghosts, I couldn't really get into it. It wasn't that bad of a campaign or anything like that, but I mean, really, like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, just not even having it, and World War II. World War II had a great campaign and stuff like that, but for me, it really just, it's been lacking that gruesome M-rated feel to it. World at War, the opening mission, you're a POW and you see someone's like throat get slit. In Modern Warfare 2, you're fighting in DC, the whole city's on fire, and you're just listening to the radio, like trying to like get civilians out of there. There's a fucked up feeling to it that I feel like has just been lacking. And not to say that World War II didn't have a decent campaign and it wasn't a good attempt at returning to what made Call of Duty great, but for me, it wasn't the same messed up feeling. I felt like I was watching a movie rather than playing a campaign. So for me, definitely a return to the dark environment, making me feel like I'm playing an M-rated game. In World at War, you could blow people's limbs off, stuff like that. So for me, just simple fixes that just make it feel more like a solid game. These are simple things that were in all the past Call of Duties that we all consider great, and I think it could be something that really should and could make Call of Duty better. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later in the next video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later.